Hello friends, how's it going? It's me, Betty Jean. In today's video, I'm playing with the new Nomad palette, the Nomad Cosmetics Royal Europe. I'm so excited to see a new palette from Nomad. I get so pumped to see what they're gonna do next. I love seeing their little reveal challenges on their Instagram because they always have this big guessing game going on what they're doing, and I'm so excited about this one. In today's video, I'll be doing close-ups of the palette, swatches, and I'll be creating 2 looks, including this one that you'll see very soon. I do also plan on doing an additional look over on Instagram, TikTok, and eventually it'll go on YouTube Shorts, so just stay tuned for some more inspo. I will give my accessory details after each look is completed, so just stay tuned for that if you're curious about anything, but let's just move on in and chat about the palette itself. So this is the Royal Europe palette. It is beautiful. I do kind of wish this was just cardboard packaging, but I have to say this is quite lovely. This palette will be launching on Tuesday, March 28th around 12:01 a.m. EST, and you can use my affiliate code battybean to save on their site if you are interested, and I think you will be. Let's look at the inside. It is a jewel toned dream, 15 lovely, rich, delicious colors. I love grungy jewel tone shades, and these are just amazing. And the 5 shimmers on the bottom are just that beautiful shifty magic. They're not like sparkly, but they just have that beautiful shifty effect on the eyes. They are so smooth and so lovely. I'm really happy to see Nomad do shadows like this. I don't think they've really dabbled in this before, and they are stunning. And like, they do have some sparkle to them. They're just not like extremely sparkly. It's more the shift that is the prominent feature of these shadows. And I'm just so excited about this. I think it is so pretty. I love the looks I created in this video. I'm really excited to play with this one some more. I think these colors are just amazing. There's a good range of depth in here, and I'm super excited about it. So without further ado, let's just hop in and start creating the looks. All right, hello, look number 1 coming at ya. I really want to do something kind of purpley bluey today. That's what I'm feeling. That is what I'm really drawn to right off the bat. So that's what we're gonna do. Gonna prime with my Sigma eyeshadow base. Just gonna smear this on and blend it out. So right off the bat, I want to start with Buckingham Palace. I'm gonna use this little Sigma E27 so that I can kind of pack it in the outer corner and use the edge of the brush to start diffusing a little bit. And I want this to go about halfway across the crease. I'm gonna use a different shade in the front, but I do want this to be a very prominent shade out here. Just kind of lightly tippy-tapping. This is such a gorgeous shade of purple. I love it. I'm gonna scoot some of this along the outer part of my lower lash line as well. To start blending that out, I'm gonna take a tiny bit of Hall of Mirrors. I'm gonna take just a little bit of that on this Sigma E49, just a tiny bit, because I don't want the blue to take over, but I did want a little bit of a bluey purple blend out here. But again, I wanted the purple to kind of be the star of the show. Ooh, those are just so rich next to each other. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Just kind of slowly kind of building upwards and outwards. Little swirly motions, very light pressure. I'm gonna grab just a tiny bit more of the purple to re-intensify and build into that blue. I wanna take Palace of Versailles just to blend the blue out even more with a fluffier brush. Again, I'm only taking a tiny amount. I have this E40 from Sigma. I'm gonna tap that off even. And just again, very light little motions just to bring a little more gradient into that mix, especially since these are such rich, darker jewel tone shades. I want a little bit of lightness to add to that blend. I am so obsessed already. These are just so pretty. I want to take the ballroom now. That's gonna be my little front pop in this crease. I'm gonna take this dual-ended Luxie brush, and I'm just going to very lightly start building in this color. Oh, that is gorgeous. I wanted a little pop of warmth to go with this look. I thought it would add some extra interest and dimension. I'm just letting this lightly fade into the darker purple. Oh, it is so pretty. Time for some shimmer now. I'm gonna take my NYX Glitter Primer, of course. We use this with every shimmer ever in this household. I'm gonna take the packing side of that same Luxie dual-ended brush. I'm just going to smear this around let it kind of fade into these darker mattes. And I really want to smear St. Edward's Crown. I think that will just be stunning all over this lid. I have to have it. I'm just taking some of that shimmer on the same brush. Ooh, that is so pretty. These are like another level of shimmer for Nomad. I'm so excited to see this from them. Oh, it's gorgeous. Now I'm not doing anything cut creasy, so I'm just gonna take my previous brushes and do a little bit of smudging just to make sure everything is flowing nicely from matte to shimmer. Ooh, that is so pretty. I think I'm just gonna use my face highlight as my inner corner highlight today. It's the Nabla Ozone highlighter. Just gonna pop a little of it there in the inner corner. And I mean, that's pretty much it for this look. I'm going to throw on my mascara, an eye pencil, something on my lips, and I'll be back when I'm complete. All right, this is look number 1. I love how this came out. I love the way these colors play together in the crease with that beautiful blue purple shifty shadow on the lids. I love this. I throw on my mascara. The eye pencil I picked is Night of Creation from Kaleidos, the multi-chrome blue purple eye pencil. And on my lips is the pink Himalayan lip clay from Kaleidos. And then as far as my accessories for this look, this necklace is from Ana Luisa, and this is just a wig from Amazon. So yeah, this is look number 1. I hope you like it. Let's move on to look number 2. All right, moving on now to look number 2. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do today. I think I'm gonna play with more the other side of the palette. I wanna do something kind of smoky, wingy. We'll just see how it goes. I'm gonna start by priming with my Sigma eyeshadow base again, smear this on and blend it out. So I think I'm gonna start with the shade King's Room. I'm gonna use this Lethal Cosmetics 210 brush. I'm just grabbing a little bit to start with, and I'm just gonna start kind of lightly dusting this across the bottom portion of my lid. I don't wanna drag this up too high because I'm gonna use things to blend it out even more, but I do wanna start inching it out towards the corner of my eye, just kind of stretching it outwards. Again, I am going to use other shades to blend it out, so I don't need the highest concentration of this color out there, but I do want it out there nonetheless. I'm going to take the other tealy shade now. I'm just going to grab a teeny bit of that on this Sigma E40, and I'm just going to kind of dust it a little on top of what I just did, but just to kind of diffuse that a little bit more. Give it a little bit more of a, I don't know, almost a watercolor effect, just very dispersed across my lid area and still inching outwards towards the temple region. Moving on next, I'm gonna take Neptune Fountain. I'm gonna use this Lethal Cosmetics 220 brush, and I'm just going to kind of just start fluffing this in the outer corner, almost a little bit in a wing-like shape, kind of dragging it upwards. I'm only grabbing tiny bits at a time, so I want this to stay within my control. Just kind of giving a smoky, wingy sort of motion, just slowly building it up and stretching it outwards. I do want a little bit of this in that very outer corner, just so that it all kind of connects together, sort of like that. And then I want to take this mustardy shade. I'm going to take that on this E49 from Sigma. I'm going to tap it off, and then very light hand. I think I'm gonna start with the bottom. Wasn't sure where I wanted to start. But starting with the bottom, I'm just going to start kind of smudging that brown out a little bit. Just taking little teeny bits at a time. And then I'll kind of stretch it up towards that smokiness. Grabbing just teeny little bits here and there, flicking it outwards. So I do want it to kind of look like a wing, but I want it to just be very smoked out and diffused before I go in with shimmers to kind of top over all of this. I'll take my fluffier brush from before that I used with that lighter teal, no additional product, just to kind of smudge this area so that I have a nice flow kind of going on. Moving on to some shimmer now, I'm gonna grab some of my NYX glitter primer, and I'm just gonna take that fluffy brush that I used with that King's Room shade, that very first shade that I used. I did wipe it off a little bit, but just kind of lightly tapping across the bottom of my lid. Unsure which one to use, because the green would be really pretty, but I feel like this middle shade might be the one to go for, this Bleu de France shade. I might pop something else on the lower lash line, we'll see. So gonna pick up some of that color, and I'm just gonna lightly start dabbling it across the lid. I'm only grabbing a little bit. I don't want this to get out of control or anything. I really wanted this to be a very seamless flow of matte, shimmer, shifty shadow, all that good stuff. I like the way that flows. I think that's really pretty. I'll kind of take my brush from before, make sure that's all flowing nicely. Oh, I think that is really pretty. I like just that soft shift across the lid where it's kind of fading nice and diffused in the crease. I think that's really lovely. I do think I want to pop a little something on the lower lash line. So I'm going to take Royal Treasure that I did jam my nail into. I'm just going to use that pencil brush that I used to add the Neptune fountain shade earlier. I just wiped it off first. I'm gonna pop some of this down here on that lower lash. Just wanting to add another little pop of color down here. I think I like that. I think that just adds a little bit of moodiness to this look. I think it's nice. And I was gonna use my face highlight for my inner corner again, but I kind of want to try Imperial Crown. And if I don't like it, I'll just top my face highlight on top of it. Yeah, I feel like that's a little too dark for an inner corner. Let me just do the other to make it match, and then I'll add my face highlight over top. Nabla Ozone. I think that's what I had on in look number 1 too. Tippy top right on top there. There we go, that's better. Just a little bit more of a glow rather than a color. It probably would have been better without that yellowy base underneath, but you know, it's fine. I like this. I feel like it's kind of grungy jewel tone vibes. I really like this, but I'm gonna finish up this look, throw on, I'm thinking maybe lashes today, eye pencil, something on my lips, and I'll be back when I'm complete. Here is look number 2 complete. I really like how this came out. It's just giving me grungy jewel tone vibes, and I love it. I like the placement. I like the way that shimmer looks across the lid. I like the way that the color shifts around. I like that pop on the lower lash line. Overall, I'm really pleased with this one. The lashes I threw on are Blood and Tears from Salem Cosmetics. I like how fluffy and curly they are. The eye pencil I went with is Solaris from Kaleidos. It's one of their multi-chrome pencils. I thought it would go with that lower lash line really nicely. And then on my lips, I have the Fun Lip Pencil from Rare Beauty with this discontinued Kaleidos gloss over top. It's called Hypnotize. I wish they didn't discontinue these glosses because they're really good. At least I'm pretty sure these are discontinued. I'll link it down below if I can, but I thought that the shift kind of matched that lower lash line as well. So yeah, that's the look. As far as my accessories for this look, this necklace is from Ana Luisa, and this is just a wig off of Amazon. I thought it matched my eyeshadow perfectly. So yeah, this is look number 2. I hope you like it. Let's zoom out and finish up this video, and I will give you my thoughts so far. Thank you so much for watching my video playing with the Royal Europe palette. I'm so excited about this palette. I'm so excited about the looks I created. I would love to know which look was your favorite. I thought it was gonna be look number 1. I was really partial to that overall vibe, but I'm really liking this one as well. I don't know if I can pick, so you'll have to pick for me. I played with a good amount of the shadows at this point. I think I've technically dabbled in everything except for maybe this one here, and I don't think I've played with this shimmer yet. Technically, I played with this one even though I covered it with something else in the inner corner, but I played with a good amount of this palette so far. I've really enjoyed it. I think the mattes are just that true buttery, buildable, blendable formula that Nomad always has, and these shimmers are definitely something special. They have that beautiful shifty magic. I'm really excited to dive more into these. I do want to do one of my giant wing looks with shimmers plastered over top of it because I feel like that's just a fun way to see the shifts in different shadows. I'm really into this so far. I don't really have any complaints. I'm really happy to see this. I think it's a really cool combination of colors. I feel like this is something a little different for Nomad. I feel like it adds to what they already have really nicely, and overall, I'm just really excited about this one. A huge thank you to the brand for sending me this ahead of time, as always, so I could have a chance to play with this and test it out for you before it launched. And again, this is launching on Tuesday, the 28th, around 12:01 a.m. EST, and you can use my affiliate code battybean to save on their site, and I appreciate it so, so much if you use it. I would love to hear your thoughts. Are you interested in this palette? Do you plan on picking it up? Have you tried Nomad before? I would love to know what your favorite palettes are from them. If you made it to the end of this video, you know, why don't you leave some like royal emojis, like a crown or anything that makes you think of royalty? And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps my channel out a lot. And if you're not already, you can follow me on my other socials. You can join the battybean fam. I am battybean on everything, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. And if you want, you can subscribe. If you want to see more of my videos, I'm posting most days here as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Okay, bye. I'm one of those people that like doesn't really know anything about royalty. Like I don't keep up with it. It goes right over my head. But what I do know is one of my 5 cats, Leela, is a queen. She's the queen. and that's as far as my royalty knowledge goes. So if you wanted to know about the royal family in my household, Leela is queen.